Welcome to another episode of Saint Vincent Untold Stories. On this episode, we give you an update on the volcano relief efforts. Big ups to all of my subscribers. And if you are new to the channel, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and hit the bell icon, cause you would want to know how it is going with the volcano relief efforts. You see, if you don't live in the red zone, you might not understand what is going on, unless untold stories really talk about it. Just imagine, they have sent a person's home, TV is mashed up, fridge is destroyed, roof is leaking, and they have not given you any money since you reach home. Just imagine, dogs to feed, cats to feed. You might be the man of the house or the woman of the house and have your kids living in the red zone. But when Nemo come with the boxes, most of the time is a one beef, a two sausage and so forth. Sometimes you open one for breakfast and that is finished. You might want to eat a little chicken sometime, a little something, change up the diet. But these people don't understand. Why is the big man holding back the relief monies? The big man for the United Nations came here and they only took him to sort in place. So we are calling on the relevant authorities that control these kind of things to step in. You see, when the big man is resting up at nights on his king-size bed, we have our families, we have friends, and some other evacuees and the Garifuna people and so forth. Sleeping on the bare ground while he's comfortable. Do you know that there are still persons in shelters who did not receive a mattress up to this day? So many millions came into St. Vincent and the Grenadines. They shouldn't have to worry about a mattress. If a Nemo doesn't have any, go by this here and strand buy one with the relief monies for the people. Bills piling upon bills, yet he's still withholding the monies. Yes, Nemo is calling a persons, and it have some people received $400, $500, and $800 of a one-time payment. But this thing can't be a one-time payment in the red zone, and you self said that they would receive a stipend every month up until next year. But only once they have received the monies. The $400 and the $500 that World Food Program gave out one time. How long can that last? Then again, you guys are talking about house-to-house assessment when you are still skipping out houses. People of Sandy Bay, I warned you. I told you not to go back as yet. Make sure everything is checked properly first. You see some of those houses, you might not see the damage from just looking at it. But some of the foundations are cracked up, even roads are cracked. So what are you telling us? That people must just go back because you send them back? My people, I told you don't go back unless things are sorted out. Years after years, you have seen how the galvanized and lumber went. If you was not in support of them, you wasn't getting any. So what do you think when they rebuild the houses? They are going to give their supporters the best and give you the smallest ones. Take a look of the videos that they are putting forward. When they do the recordings, remember, I know the people of Sandy Bay, So I know who's in support of them. And they normally put on their supporters, and their supporters will come on and say, you know what, yes, we want to go back. Yes, we need the clinic at where Mr. Daniel used to live. Why they don't put on the people that are against them? They won't do that because you hear a different side of the story. As a lady that was living in the shed, and many others like her. Why didn't they do a video with them and ask them if they wanted to relocate? You see those that live above the Jai River and are worried about the lands. Ask the big man to set up a system. It is simple. You live along the road, and every morning there is a transportation provided by the big man. You meet at certain area, and you have a leaving time. A lot of you was saying that you didn't like the treatment that you got from some of the people in the green zone. Well, now is your opportunity to move and defend your own property in the green zone. But you don't want that. You wanted to go back. And when you go back now and your house breaks down again, then you have to come back in the green zone with the same people that you were complaining about to get the same treatment again. We had a situation in St. Vincent and the Grenadines in which a prisoner escaped from the Her Majesty's prison. And right now, a prison officer is on a trial for allegedly helping out with Mr. Primus' escape. But you see, as a superintendent of prisons had retired shortly after, and now that the case is going on, there were some allegations that they said were made on radio by the big man. He is saying that the superintendent of prisons at the time told him certain things in front of another big man. And now the man is in court saying that the big man is lying. He never said that in front of him. But you know what? Some of you wait until you are in the heat personally to say what wrongs the big man is doing. Instead, you bring out the man one time and let the people know what is going on. There is a company in St. Vincent and the Grenadines that ban ads, and as I told you before, get rid of them ads was running, showing the lies that the big man told. But I'm telling that company now, every rope has an end, and you see if the big man steps down, we'll bring in some companies with some cheaper rates. So you all don't worry yourself, cover up for him. To all the boots lickers who think that he would be there forever, continue to lick boots. His time will come, Mr. Big Man, do this, do that. Try to create a mass employment. But he wants to do his own thing and have his own way. What some people don't understand, you see a lot of businesses are flourishing. Ask those people where they got their monies from to start up business. It was from the bank. So this is it. When the big man provides the job, like for example, he build the factories and start to can the foods and so on, then people could make their own money to start up their own business. So he doesn't have to employ everybody. Remember, banks don't lend money in St. Vincent unless you have a permanent job bringing in an income, whether weekly, fortnightly, or monthly. You see, you might see a lot of persons with businesses, and they might only tell you the good part. But let them explain to you how they got the startup, whether it was a prime grant or whether it was money borrowed from the bank. They are not telling the youths that, so the youths don't understand. So the youths see the fast life and they want to get it fast too. So they get mixed up in criminal activities and then they are sent to Dovecat. But you need to explain it to them, explain the hard part as well. You see, what some people don't understand is in a couple of months at a time, certain things in the lands will go scarce. Don't you see that the puff is already scarce? We have sugar cane, we slice them up and we put them in a pan. We have mangoes, we slice them, we put them in a pan. We have mullets in the river, fishes in the sea, conchs in the water. We boil them and we put them in a pan with preservatives. It is alleged that you have a daughter in the Chapman's area, and she's very intelligent, and she lives closer to many farms, so probably she can show you a thing or two about making money off of farming and building processing plants and so forth. Remember that you are a genius, and as the good book says, that the generation today is smarter than the generation yesterday. And as a generation that is coming would be smarter than the one today. Mr. Big Man, for once in a lifetime, just make things right. And people are coming out and the streets asking you to make things right. But you are playing like you are not seeing that. How many more? How many more do you want to come out? With that being said, we just want to big up the entire population in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the regional islands and the international countries who are supporting and praying for us during these difficult times. We thank you.